As soon as you turn 16.
All right, so I'm gonna be driving this next year.
Yeah, when you get 16, you come down, you gotta, wear your seat.
I mean, I'm 15. You can ride in the past.
Let's slow down. Let's slow down, Justin.
Okay.
Let's slow down, okay?
One step at a time.
But yeah, the keys is yours when when you get 16. You good to go.
I'm good to go.
Yeah.
All right.
Then when you get 18, you get the house. You get the mansion.
Okay. I get the mansion.
Yeah. Right now, he's having 48 hours with Diddy, him and his boy. They're having a time.
First time I smoked weed was in my backyard here. Got super stoned, and then I realized I liked weed a lot. That's when my desire to smoke weed started, and then I started smoking weed for a while, and then started getting really dependent on it, and that's when I realized that I had to stop. I don't think it's bad, I just think for me it can be a dependency. But yeah, first time I smoked weed, I don't suggest this, but I was 13. Yeah, 13, 12 or 13.
Was there anything that really concerned me? Yeah, I think maybe maybe the lean when he was drinking that. Can I say that?
There was a time where I was sipping lean, I was popping pills, I was doing Molly, shrooms, everything. And it was just an escape for me. I was just young, like everybody in the industry. And people in the world who experiment and do, just normal growing up things. My experience was in front of cameras, and I had a different level of exposure and people, and I had a lot of money and a lot of things. So then you have all these people around me just kind of hanging on, wanting stuff from me, knowing that I was living this lifestyle that they also wanted to live, drinking, smoking.
I think when you take somebody very, very young and they start to get horrible, crazy, crippling anxiety and it goes undiagnosed and you don't know what it is that you're feeling, you start to self-medicate because it makes you feel better. Just help you not to feel anything.
With all the success that we've had, we've also had some really turbulent times. When he turned 18, it started bubbling a little bit. 19 to, what was it, 21? That was probably that dark period.
We didn't speak a lot during some of the times where he was running amok. There were a few times where I saw him and it just kind of hurt my heart, seeing him the way he was, So I think I just kind of put a little distance with that for my own sake. It would just go without saying that my position on maybe the path he was going down, but at the same time, just letting him live his life and learn and, I don't know, just do his thing.
I know that Justin knows a good person from I don't even know if anyone was a bad person. It was just kids mostly. But knows good from bad and knows right from wrong, and he's making some wrong decisions, but I never really believed that that person that the whole world hated so much was who he is.
Last week, the singer was arrested in Miami for allegedly drag racing, driving under the influence, and resisting arrest, all misdemeanors. Bieber's attorneys pleaded not guilty on Wednesday.
I started valuing the wrong things in this business because there was things dangling in front of me. If I get this, I'll be happy. If I do this, I'll be happy.
He's gone through a lot in a very short life. You don't always agree with someone's decisions in that moment. They're young people making very big decisions that affect a lot of people. And sometimes in those scenarios, you're gonna make the right decision. Sometimes you're gonna make wrong.
And these are things that I think a lot of people with secure households learn at a young age. I never had that security in a family. I never had that consistency. I never had the reliability and the accountability and all these things that make you understand the way the world works. I was a good kid, but I was still a shithead. I was bad in school. I was always a class clown. I never really respected authority like that. I was a nice kid, but coaches didn't really like me because I was a bad team player. Looking back, those things kind of shape why you feel the way you feel about yourself. Like, I would feel like I'm a bad person.
His mother was a child when she raised him, and she was in a very conflicted relationship with his dad. And so there was chronic stress.
The truth is I never had the tools. My parents never gave me those tools to be a good team player. When you're able to take responsibility, I know I did that, and I know that did hurt people because I did that, but I can look at that and not have shame over it.
Justin and I were never really in each other's lives until he chose to get sober and was trying to come off of the drugs, almost kind of himself.
I decided to stop because I felt like I was dying. My security and stuff were coming into the room at night to check my pulse. Like, people don't know how serious it got. Like, it was legit crazy scary. I was waking up in the morning and the first thing I was doing is popping pills and smoking a blunt and starting my day. You know, so it just got scary. I basically said to myself, I'm like, God, if you're real, you get me through this season of stopping these pills and stuff, and if you do, I'll do the rest of the work. And then I did that, and then I was good from there, but I never did the actual work. I got off the pills, but I never went to the root of everything. So then I just kind of circled back around, which most people do.
So I first met Justin in September 2014. He was a wreck. He had recently stopped using drugs. He was anxious, overwhelmed, not sleeping.
Check everything. You can't just go for a couple months and be like, I feel kind of better, so you don't feel all the way better yet, so you gotta keep up with it.
They gave you medication?
Feeling better. Antidepressant is helping me get out of bed. Mental health is so important to get on top of. If you have ADHD, if you have something that you don't want to take medicine, I strongly believe in it. It's not the only answer, but it can really help you. So that's my advice to you. Anyways, this is a chamber. So what it does is it fills up with oxygen, and I've been struggling with a lot of anxiety. And what it does is it actually, you get oxygen to your brain, and so it decreases your stress levels. I think they're pretty cool.
It helps bring more oxygen to your brain, to your organs. We have one in our house. As you can see in the doc, there was one in the studio. People are gonna think he's a crazy person. People are gonna be like, what is this contraption machine? That's some rich people shit. I don't know.
How are you?
I'm tired. I'm good.
Let me look at you.
Can I just address the camera real quick?
Please, go ahead.
Okay. So I am here in the doctor's office, and what we are about to do is the nurse is going to put in an IV, and it's called NAD.